Lester could be a heel, but
Mr. Sabo.
that's a lousy way for anyone to go out.
All right, step by step, check every inch of ground.
I'm sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this.
Into each line. Some folk can lose in their heart, but when
Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off. It's too late, Sabo. Sabo, stop or I will shoot. Make it for the roof, Cole. Fire escape, quick! You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
You know what bugs me? Someone still hit that guy and didn't stop. As soon as the address on that red Lincoln comes through, I'll send a prowl car to bring the driver in.
Have patrol pick up Mrs. Patterson.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work. Phelps, Caps West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain. I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I'd say all's fair in love and war.
Calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
You hear whether they're making any progress?
But Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this.
Careful!
Stay off the moonshine, Potts!
I think his name is Phelps. I read about it.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having her death strewn all over the front.
Hey, look out for the pedestrians.
Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Play into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on him, Phelps. I'll call it in.
Show me your hands!
Exit the...
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Watch it!
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You expect us to believe you.
Is that so much to ask?
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
You know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Well, I get it. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes, I feel much better. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you were finished.
Straight over.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect.
Detective Phelps.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
That's a lie, Coombs. You're printing the slips. This whole racket comes back to you.
So, I'm some kind of criminal kingpin. Son, I can't wait to see you prove it. How about you take it easy, kid? You're going about it like a sailor in a whorehouse, grabbing whatever you can reach.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Coombs?
Close of play on Friday.
So with the banks closed over the weekend,
I might be able to stop payment.
thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please.
You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Let's take a quick intermission before leaving.
11K to KGPL. Request an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of grand theft auto.
KGPL to 11K, roger.
It's Green Time. Ladies and gentlemen, the makers of Green Shampoo are pleased to present The Green Show, produced by Colin Olson and starring Don Amici, William Louis, Danny Thomas, it's a free country, I'm a citizen, and Francis Langford. Yes, for lovely, lustrous hair, for all types of hair, use Green Shampoo.
Not a care in the world.
Green Shampoo in the familiar blue and yellow package. And now Don Amici and Francis Langford.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a marquee printing company.
Marquee Printing Company, sure. Just a moment. Aliso Street, near San Pedro.
Are there any messages for me?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about on the radio? Want another accommodation?
Like that. Drink.
It doesn't wreck my drinking.
Nothing can wreck your drinking. Is it any wonder we can't afford even the bare necessities of life when you squander every penny on that stuff?
I never see anything.
Cleaning up yesterday and I found an empty empty bourbon bottle in the laundry hamper. I found another empty bottle under the icebox. 2 more empty bottles in the chandelier. That's where your money goes, isn't it?
It is not. I never bought an empty bottle in my life.
Just a scratch.
I worked like a slave to save $1. Never a word of gratitude. I've spent half my life cooking your meals. What do I get for it? Nothing.
Like it is a joke.
That's right. Complain about my cooking.
Oh, I eat everything you can give me.
You didn't touch this dog pie I made.
Didn't look good. 2 feet long.
Well, couldn't get any from the rhubarb.
I hate rhubarb anyway. I hate all desserts, and you know it. Why don't you quit wasting your time making it?
The minute I stop making desserts, you start asking for them. I know you, John. You're just most the prairie person that ever...
Please stop talking.
No.
Why not?
Because if I stop talking, I'll fall asleep, and then you'll start snoring and get me up. So the only way I can get any sleep at all is to stay awake all night.
We'll figure that one out.
I'm too sick to sleep. I don't think I'll live through the night. I'm in such terrible pain.
What's the matter?
I've got neuralgia or something. Pain starts in my temple and goes down my face, and it jabs like a needle. Then I get dizzy now, feeling so I'm going to fade away.
You say it, but you...
Then what do you want my stocking for?
I'm gonna soak it in bourbon. Finest remedy in the world.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the paper.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Is that where you've been spending your days?
I forbid you to ever mention that woman's name again as long as you live. Do you hear me? And you know where I am every minute of my life.
What time did you get in tonight?
I got in at 2 o'clock. I went to the back of the broken down brother Amy's going to get married tomorrow. We would all...
How'd you get the lipstick on your collar?
It isn't lipstick, it's blood. I cut myself shaving tonight.
You didn't shave tonight.
Well, then I cut it yesterday.
You put on a clean shirt before you left. How'd the blood get on that?
I'm a slow bleeder.
Okay, he's had enough.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
I'm stumped.
Sounds like
Ideas?
James Velasco was picked up the same as Harrison. Let's get down to Central and hear his excuse.
That's just like you to discourage my poor brother before he gets married. He's got a lovely girl and he's a wonderful boy. They'll get along beautifully. What right did you have to discourage him?
Oh, I didn't discourage him. Everybody kidded him.
You hate being married, don't you?
No, I don't hate it.
You don't like it.
I wouldn't say that.
Why not, John?
It'll only start another argument. Why don't you let me sleep, Blanche? I have to get up so early in the morning.
You'd be much happier if you'd talk to me more. Sawtell believes everything that happens.
So what of it? I tell you lots of things that never happen at all. Except after the speeches were over, Amos awarded a high silk hat to any man who could get up and say he never kissed any woman except his wife since they were married. Mel Shaw wanted it.
I'm at a loss.
Sounds like James Belasco was picked up the same as Harrison. Let's get down to Central and hear his excuse.
I don't know, John. You're certainly not the same man I married.
Don't tell me there's a loophole. Well, I'm just sleeping.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what they age. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Spend the rest of 9 days in solitude growing old and feeble. Nobody to give me any food, no strength to run to the kitchen. Why don't you get me a wheelchair, John?
Why don't you stop getting hysterical? Instead of 10 seconds, you made yourself 9 years old. You're just trying to start something again.
Nothing would ever start if you didn't snore like a steamboat.
Help it if I snore.
Yeah,
They get there in one
snore on
piece.
account of your windpipe. You have a flaccid trachea, and when you inhale, it flutters. Why don't you let me fix it?
Okay, I'll have it fixed next week.
Say it, but you won't do it. Let him fix it now.
What?
Go on, get up and let Dr. Marvin pull out your trachea.
Are you out of your mind? Do you think I'm going to let that butcher bore holes in my throat?
He doesn't bore, he just inflates it with a needle.
I don't care if he blows it up with a pipe in his mouth.
You know, this isn't a tank fight.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, go sleep in the kitchen.
All right, I'll go sleep in the kitchen.
And on your way, I want you to send a wire to Amos. Tell him marriage is good for him.
Now, wait a minute, Blanche.
I'm warning you, John. If you don't wire Amos this minute, I'll get my things.
All right. I swear you can think of more things.
Any Central unit of 415 possible window case. The 10th and flower unit to ammo code 3 identified.
4 o'clock in the morning. I want to send a wire to Amos Madden. Carry United Nations pool ball. Yes, that's where he's in.
Make it a nice telegram.
Say, dear Amos, congratulations on your forthcoming marriage. You're doing the wise and sensible thing, and life will take on a new meaning for you. I only hope that you and your bride will be as romantic as you may. I heartily recommend taking the step you're about to take. Just a minute. One added request. Blanche. Hello. Say P.S. Blanche just fell asleep. Stay single, you idiot. Fine job. Now here is Donamici wishing you good day, good night, good luck. Why is it? Well, because adequate supply of soap.
Any Central unit of 415 possible window case. The 7th and flower unit to ammo code 3 identified.
This is car 11K.
You're the one who's been sending cosmic rays into my room. I'll show you. Yes, sir. You're not going to control my thoughts anymore.
Calm down, sir.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Give it up, LAPD.
It's you. Officer.
You don't understand. Someone has to stop the Venusians.
Farewell, cruel world! That's way too close.
Till one night she caught me right. Now I'm on the run.
Oh, lay that pistol down, babe. Lay that pistol down. Pistol back and mama. Lay that pistol.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to 45. I want to stop him with one round.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.